Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Happy Thursday. I pray everybody is having a peaceful, positive, and productive start to your day today. If not, I pray that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and of course the Most High help you with that. I also pray that He clothes us in His armor from head to toe, that He strengthens our discernment and guides our steps as we go throughout this day. We got Share If I Could Turn Back Time playing on the radio as we're getting started. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I had a hard time getting motivated this morning. But we're up and at it now, and that's what matters. We're going to start with the daily prayer, and then we'll just go down the line with the mantra and the affirmations for the day. Today is Thursday, January 29th, 2026. Trying out a new angle this morning. I think I like this one better. That's way too many. This one, I can kind of see the chat, and you guys can see the cards. So, we're just trying out different angles. All right. Matthew 6:21. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. It hasn't been that long since we got that one, actually. And then 1 Peter 4:8. Above all, keep loving one another earnestly, since love covers a multitude of sins. Self-love, love for your fellow man, love of life. All right, let's get our daily mantra. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. It's making me think of the scripture where he talks about laying your treasures in heaven, not here on earth where they can be moth-eaten. I'm pretty sure that's from the Sermon on the Mount. I make like a friendship farmer and fertilize all my easy, joyful friendships. The other ones, well, nature can decide what to do with those. So, treasure, cherish the friendships that you have, the love that comes to you either from spirit or from people in your physical life. All right, let's get our grief affirmation. I make like a friendship farmer I make like a friendship farmer and fertilize all my easy, joyful friends. I am healing even if it doesn't feel like it. We talked about that yesterday, but it comes up a lot. The healing process truly is never done. But even though we may not feel like we're making progress, remember to acknowledge those little accomplishments that we make. Grand Rising, hello. Okay, I am liking this angle a little better. I can see you guys. Advice. What do you need advice on? We're going to get our chakra wisdom affirmation for the day. It is a little hard to read the chat, but I can still do it. It's better than not being able to read it at all. All right, chakra wisdom affirmation. My ex-girlfriend fell for a scammer. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, we've got grace and sensuality that came out with our chakra affirmations. Grace is the crown chakra. The grace of a higher power is with me, and I move through life knowing this truth. I believe in a higher power, and I know that it is within and around me, offering guidance and assistance. I surrender all my fears and burdens to a higher power. I am open to receive grace, and I trust in a higher power. I am worthy. Hi there. Oh, and you lived together? I'm sorry to hear that, man, really. You know, maybe that's a sign that it wasn't meant to be. You know, everything happens for a reason. I got 5 dogs and 2 cats and not enough to move. Oh, man. She is torturing me, giving this idiot money and won't believe me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. All right, and then we got sensuality. I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively using all my faculties, including touch, voice, and action, and creative abilities such as art, craft, music, acting, cooking, gardening, and writing. That came up a lot in our video last night about using different skills and talents that you already have in a different way. Middle of winter, I don't know what to do. Man, I'm all I can say really to that is just, do the best you can to try to make arrangements to try to prepare for yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There's all kinds of different services and stuff out there. I don't know what state you're in, so I can't really offer too much other than that, but I don't really know enough about your situation to really give too much advice. Rock in a hard place. Man, yeah. But just like we talked about last night, sometimes the comfort zones, when you are pushed out of your comfort zone, a lot of growth can occur there. You can learn a lot about yourself. Not just about yourself, but about the people that you trust and the people that you put your faith in. Sometimes the tests that we go through in our lives are not just for us. Those tests are for the people that are part of our lives. It's been like this for months and I've had a nervous, oh, I'm sorry. Impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. Impatience coming from the Wild Offering Oracle. Mistakes. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. And money. Look at that. Also, divine timing on the bottom of the deck. Trusting in divine timing. Trust that everything happens for a reason. We also see abundance on the top of the deck. Money backed by abundance. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Divine beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and I'm open to being a vehicle for abundance. Ego came up a lot last night. She's destroying her life and mine. Oh. Well, unfortunately, that's a mistake that she will have to make and she will have to learn from. And it's going to be painful for both of you. But the best thing you can do at this point, if that's really what's happening, is do what's best for you and your fur babies. We all have different needs. We all have different circumstances going on in our lives. And I mean, obviously, if that's the case, she's already turned her back on you and your fur babies. So the best thing you can do is find an alternate solution. Offer her grace, offer her forgiveness, and do the best you can to look at that. Forgiveness on the bottom of the deck from the Affirmators deck as we're getting started. Congratulations. You're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is. Forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. Look at that. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power, but remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. It's making me think of that quote, with great power comes great responsibility. I'm going to turn down my heater a little bit. I'm starting to get hot. You know, there's been a lot of people that have gotten hit by scammers. I'm trying, God knows. That's all you can do, really. That's all you can do is try. Try to heal your heart. Try to, you know, repair the damage that's been done. Unfortunately, for a lot of us, as we go through life, you know, we get left cleaning up the mess that other people leave in our lives. Trust was behind forgiveness. All right, now let's actually pull one. This is the Affirmators deck. Self-help without all the self-helpiness. All right. Look at that. Positive thinking, get centered, inspiration, and connection. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. We talked a lot about that yesterday, about ruminating, not getting stuck on that hamster wheel of the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Let's see. James, if you didn't see the video from last night, you might benefit from watching that. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want. Look at that. Forgiveness again. And I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. So be aware of your thoughts. Once again, not getting stuck in the negative thought patterns. Get centered. When it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and return to my center. In my center, I have the wisdom and tranquility of my favorite animal holding a magical item, floating through space on a piece of furniture. It leaves little, fill in the blanks type thing where you can put in whatever you want there. All right, and then inspiration. There's a voice of inspiration within me. Right now, it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. And then connection. I'm connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the Most High. We got marriage yesterday and we talked about connection. Not only connection with physical people, but connection with yourself and with your spirit guides. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Honestly, that's probably what caused her to make the mistake she made. She's looking for some kind of connection. Take it as a sign, that maybe your relationship wasn't what you thought it would be. All right, now we'll get some angel numbers, and I think we'll be done after that for now. I've started splitting them up into 2 different videos, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. It just seems to work better so far. All right, angel numbers. Yesterday we got 3737 comfort zones and 1177 growth. We got 2244 on the bottom of the deck. Acceptance as we're getting started. Accepting things for how they are. Accepting people for who they are. And making adjustments appropriately. All right, angel numbers. That's way too many. 6363, keep the faith. 1313, seek comfort. 504, one day at a time. 8, abundance. And 5555, get grounded. A lot of angel numbers there. I don't think we're going to keep that whole chunk. We got 77, awakening on the bottom of the deck. I just wanted to acknowledge them. We really just want one. Grand Rising, hello. I hope everybody's having a peaceful, positive, and productive start to your day today. There we go. 3, harmony. Transformation, number 5 on the bottom of the deck. And 44, take a risk on the top of the deck. All right, harmony, divine guidance, balance, relaxation, patience, and mindfulness. As the number of harmony, this card represents divine guidance, direction. Embrace the benefits of relaxation. Take your time and think before you speak or act. How can I bring more harmony into my life by being mindful and patient in my actions? Today, practice mindfulness by taking a few deep breaths before making any important decisions or communicating with others. Practicing the pause. We talk about it often. Then 5, transformation, change, acceptance, growth, abundance. Oh, and I wanted to mention while we were reading this, signs. We got that energy a lot yesterday. Signs from our angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the universe. Change is happening, and your task is to accept it. This transformation will bring you fortune and abundance, aligning you with your true soul's calling. Are you realizing your potential? How can I fully embrace the changes happening in my life and trust that they are guiding me toward my true potential? Today, embrace a change in your life, big or small, and take a step toward aligning with your soul's true calling. And 44, take a risk, courage, initiative, creativity, planning, realism, and boldness. Now is a good time to take action on tasks that require initiative, creativity, and risk taking. Get organized and make plans with realistic expectations of success rather than waiting for things to change on their own. What specific risks can I take right now that align with my goals and creativity? Identify one area where you can take a calculated risk and make a concrete plan to move forward with confidence and realistic expectations. Making a plan has been coming up a lot lately. Look at that. 345. I realize, yes, that's 44, but 345. Number synchronicities. We got a lot of signs and synchronicities energy yesterday. Oh, crap. It's 5:30 local time. All right. As always, I hope you have a great day. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it could have on yours. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. A subscribe would be great. Thumbs up, I would appreciate. This is really connecting a lot with what we picked up on yesterday. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, go check that out as well. I have over 700 videos on this channel, everything from daily devotions to affirmations, encouragement, advice, spiritual, physical, and so on. So check that out if you feel called to do so. And be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.